friends, thanks for joining me. It's Morag here, and today I shall be using the November kits, which are the prettiest festive kits that you can buy, I think. And they are jam-packed with embellishments and papers, so many things to choose from. I'm going to be creating a little present stack on my layout, and to decorate my presents I want to create a handmade bow. And to do this we need a square piece of pattern paper. I'm using a piece from the cardstock kit, and my square is 4.5 inches square. And as you can see, I am scoring across the square diagonally, and then we just need to press that square just so we can see where to cut. It's a pretty easy bow to make, and I think with a bit of practice these would make fabulous decorations for actual presents as well. But it's a really good embellishment to make for your scrapbook layouts. So let's cut towards the centre here, but obviously not going all the way through. And you want to cut from each corner towards the centre. Then we need to make a little notch on two of the sides so that forms the actual bow part. Now you can do this one by one, or do as I'm doing here with the help of a bulldog clip. I should do both sides at the same time. So just line up those edges. I mean, they don't have to be perfectly matched. And then we're just going to take a large pair of scissors and just create a kind of angled bow if you wish. Don't have to be too perfect. It's just so you can see the inside of the bow. You'll see at the end. I should have shown you a picture at the beginning, I think. So we'll just need to make the tails of the bow. So I'm going to cut in towards the centre again, just so I know what the centre of the triangle is, and those will be the tails. And then this section will be the bit that goes around the middle of the bow to hide all the messy bits. So again, just cut out those excess triangles so you've got a kind of a strip. Now I'm going to be using a hot glue gun. When I first tried this, I just used my normal glue, but you do have to be patient to let that go off. And I was finding that I wasn't patient enough. So a hot glue gun does this in seconds. I've just used my bone folder there just to curl those edges because the cardstock's quite thick. Rather than creasing it, I want it to kind of bend nicely if I can. So just dab a bit of glue in that corner there and bring that corner towards the centre. Let that go off. And then you're going to repeat that with the other half. So again, you might find it easier if you just pull the cardstock towards the centre before adding the glue. So you've got a bit more time to mess about. Little blob of glue. And again, just bring it towards the centre, and that will be one side of your bow. And then just repeat that on the other side. So again, I've just kind of learnt after my 5th attempt just to bend those slightly before adding the glue. So as I mentioned, I think these would make fantastic decorations for actual presents. So the bigger the square, the bigger the bow that you'll get. So I might try a few really large bows to decorate some presents that I have. So you just want to flip this over so that the tails now come underneath. like so, and they just glue those into place. I mean, I do have a little, get a little bit messy with hot glue, unfortunately. It just seems to have tails everywhere, so you just need to be careful and maybe practice a few times before you get started. And then that flap then just goes over the top of the bow to hide the messy bits and just secure it on the back. And that is it. So again, quite a simple design, but I think I love the dimension and the way it looks on the layout. Just really adds that handmade touch, I think. So don't forget to turn your hot glue gun off and try not to put your hand on it, as I've been doing. So I'll speed things up now, just while I assemble the layout. I have created a square onto the background paper, which is a lovely pale pink that comes in the cardstock kit. And I've just sewn a couple of times with my sewing machine, a kind of a messy square. And then I've cut out 2 presents, all from pattern paper, and I'm just going to add strips then to create the ribbons. Inside the main kit in November, we also get an embellishment kit, which is just fabulous. And in there you'll find there are some different trims. We have red pom-pom trim and also this silver baker's twine, or silver and white I should say. So I'm using the baker's twine then, and I just want to kind of cluster a few things on that top present there. In fact, this layout is actually really quite straightforward. I was trying to think, can I make them more complicated, but sometimes it's just really nice to have a lovely simple design, I think, you know, just to really show off that those embellishments. So I'm going to stack my presents here. If you wanted to do something similar, you could have more presents. So make the presents smaller, have a bigger stack. That would be really quite fun. But I think, you know, when you get something stuck in your head, I just kind of had this vision and really couldn't move away from it. So I'm using some of the die cuts there that came in with the main kits, I believe. And then the chipboard was in the November embellishment kit. So don't forget, if you are a regular subscriber, you do get a discount on additional kits. I would always have the embellishment kit. The embellishment kit has so many things in it each month. I'm always astounded by how many items we get in the embellishment kit. And then if you like Pocket Life, that would be for you because there's lots of journaling elements in there. Again, the Pocket Life comes with some stamps, which you can purchase separately, but obviously much better value for money if you buy that as a kit each month. So I'd highly recommend checking out those on the website. So I'm just going to cluster those, and I've stitched my banner off camera. And then I'm going to layer some of those lovely goodies that we've got in the kits. Love these chipboard frames. These are really shiny and silvery. And that snowman is just adorable. So I know it's a busy time of year for us all. I hope you've managed to keep on top of all the things you need to do for the festive period. I do think with things being so busy, it is nice to escape to your craft room when you can, and just decompress a little bit by doing a little bit of scrapbooking. It definitely works for me, although sometimes it feels like, who's got time? But it just really, you've got to look after yourself and, really make the most of the time that we have. And if that means escaping to your craft room for a couple of hours, I think it's an absolute necessity. So I'll just finish those off. Just going to glue the baker's twine down just so it keeps its shape a little bit. And that is about it. So I really hope you've enjoyed the tutorial for the bow. I really love how it's turned out. I think it's just really cool. So I'm definitely making some for my presents this year. And I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I think I have one more before Christmas. But if I don't see you on the next video, then hopefully I'll see you very soon. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas. Bye.